Welcome to a special edition of Jesse Watters Primetime. I'm Will Cain in for Jesse, and we start with a Fox News alert. A major blow for the Democratic Party. The Supreme Court today shot down Special Counsel Jack Smith's appeal to fast-track Trump's January 6th case, handing Trump a Christmas gift: time. Jack Smith, the overzealous prosecutor with the scraggly beard, tried to leapfrog the lower court of appeals and force a quick decision on the question of whether or not the former president should be granted immunity from his federal charges. Why? To make sure Donald Trump spends the month of March stuck in a courtroom. Trump, who's already been out of commission for the last 2 months over his fraud case in New York, will be taken off of the campaign trail, again, meaning no rallies, no fundraisers, and will be forced back into the court the day before Super Tuesday, when Trump is supposed to be on the ballot in 16 states. It's been the Biden campaign strategy all along. Biden stays home, Donald Trump stays in court. But now the Supreme Court is ripping it out of the hands of Jack Smith and handing it off to another lower-level court, which could punt the trial to after the election. It's a big blow to the plan to stop Donald Trump. And the way things look, we could see a 9-0 Supreme Court decision to strike down Colorado's decision to strip Trump off the ballot. And that would be a second big blow to Democrats, who all week have been dancing like kids on Christmas morning.
Happy winter solstice, everybody. Right? For my pagan viewers, happy Saturnalia. One popular solstice tradition is to dance around a bonfire, but I already did my drunken fire dance 2 nights ago when Colorado kicked Trump off the ballot. Fun fact.
Democrats who love to talk about saving democracy are dancing for the death of democracy. All Democrats want for Christmas is Trump off the ballot. Colorado struck first. Next up, California, Michigan, Wisconsin, and 12 other states who are dreaming of kicking Trump off the ballot. The campaign plan for Democrats is clear. It is ballot strip him and strap him into a courtroom. As Joy Behar puts it, the law must defeat him. It's why they're smearing a former president with the word insurrectionist. Look, they know very well you can't lead an insurrection against yourself. Trump was the president on January 6th. And the validity of the case, though, isn't the point. The point is Democrats have to turn to lawfare to win this election. Use radical judges and lawyers to win. And if they don't, well, then who will win this election for Democrats? Because right now, Joe Biden's not doing them any favors. Biden's walking into the general election with the lowest first-term approval rating out of the last 7 predecessors. He's polling at 39%. Look, not even Jimmy Carter was that low. Carter was polling at 54%. And we know how that turned out. Right now, no one wants Joe. Not even Hollywood wants Joe.
Oprah, are you supporting the president again in 2024?
I'm just here to celebrate this event. I'm just here to celebrate this event. So wonderful.
So if Biden's lost Hollywood, he's lost. And he's not making it any easier for himself. Congress is right now sifting through his emails, his bank records. His son is fleeing subpoenas and getting hit with tax and gun felonies. And now Democrats have opened up Pandora's box with electoral lawfare. How do they open up Pandora's box? Well, Republicans have reached right in. They're slapping right back at Democrats. Republicans in the states of Pennsylvania, Georgia, and Arizona, all swing states, are all drafting bills to remove Joe Biden from their ballots. The reasoning? For leading insurrection, this time at the southern border, and for selling himself out to the enemy, China. Now, look, is that going to go anywhere? Who knows? Probably not, because, again, you can't lead an insurrection against yourself. But also, again, the validity of a case is not the point of lawfare. Right now, the Democratic Party's strategy of lawfare is blowing up in their faces. And Joe Biden is looking incapable of beating Trump. So if you can't win with lawfare and you can't win with Joe Biden, don't be surprised if behind the scenes, Democrats are already planning to kick Biden off the ticket. And if they do, I hear Gavin Newsom is waiting in the wings.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.